to the Little Blue Vlog. It's Jem here and I am outside today because spring is on its way. Noticing all the daffodils coming up. I've got my sunglasses on, look at that. So I thought I'd do a vlog outside today because A, it's not raining. I wish I could, oh, there's almost, the daffodils are almost coming up. Don't know what you saw there. Yes, I'm in the garden. I think the last time I filmed out here was one of my first vlogs, so it has been a while. But I'm actually going to go out to the fields behind my house. Whoa, you hear that? That is some wet lawn. So I'm just opening the gate. Oh. Oh. That laugh is horrific. That was that, not my bottom. So far so good as always. Right, I'm going to turn the camera around now and show you what is beyond my house. I'm hoping you can see that. Look at the beautiful sun. And I thought this would be a really good place to talk about anxiety disorder. So it's all lovely and peaceful. I'm going to stand here. That's quite a good shot, Jen. Good shot. Yeah, so Oliver, Locke. Hi, Oliver. And hello to all of you. I hope you are well. Oliver requested a video about anxiety disorder, so I'm going to do a little bit of a chat like that. But first of all, I just want to say weekly check-ins. How are you? How have you been? Have you been okay this week? I'll say that. Oh my word, no, I'm going to put them back on. Wrinkly eyes. Anyone got any tips for this? Right. So yeah, weekly check-ins. How have you been? Please share with me in the space below. Have any of you kind of been battling with getting support from maybe your mental health team, or maybe your GP, or maybe your doctor? Have you been trying to make appointments with people and maybe not being able to have help for that? Or have you just had a good week? Are you enjoying this? The spring is almost sprung upon us. Oh my word, Gemma. So yeah, anxiety disorder. Well, when I'm talking about anxiety disorder, there are many anxiety disorders, but we can experience a lot of them, or just one of them, or maybe all of them. So so yeah, for anxiety disorders, there is generalised anxiety disorder, phobias, so that would include kind of agoraphobia, I never know how to say that. Panic disorder, so maybe you are just panicked all the time, or you have severe panic attacks. I mean, you can get those with other anxiety disorders as well. I'm just looking down at my notes as always. I don't know what it's about. I need to be prepared, and then I end up looking down too much. So it's supposed to be a prompt, but then I just forget what I'm saying because my brain is mush. Social anxiety, which I'll talk about in a second, and PTSD, which I will also talk about in a second. Separational anxiety, situational anxiety, OCD, and selective mutism. And there's someone over there walking their dog, so I suddenly feel very self-conscious. Little doggy. Little doggy. She's probably thinking, what is that girl doing with her phone? Did you do the train then? So for me, my main ones are social anxiety and PTSD. I also have a bit of OCD, but it's to do with kind of my appearance and sort of obsessive compulsive picking. That's my notebook. But when we're talking about anxiety, we're talking about people that have significant feelings of fear, stress, worry, and worrying about small things, big things, huge things, and the small things may be huge things to one person, and the big things a small person to another. We're all different after all, aren't we, people? Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I'll take these off because I just have to put up with my wrinkles. So that's the house behind me. So I want to see my face. So for me, like I said, talking about social anxiety, I never used to have this. I would always be one of those people that would be able to go out and socialise and be the centre of attention, be quite happy to do that. And yeah, I used to go out quite a lot. And now my main things are kind of going into town, or maybe going to the shops, or maybe going to the supermarket and things like that. So I don't really do a lot. I mean, we've got a party this weekend for my niece who's turning 3. Happy birthday. And I'm a bit anxious about that because there's people coming that I will have to make conversation with, and I really struggle with that sometimes. It's that kind of, I don't know what to say, that fear, and then of course the fear of being scared and the fear of being anxious. So anxiety disorders bring with them a lot of stuff, and PTSD as well. I do suffer from that. It's more of a complex PTSD, which I'll talk about later on in the year on the channel. But yeah, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and this is brought on by an event that happens, and then you kind of have flashbacks. But I have this a lot. I mean, I'll have it from anything from bullying to school to what I said to that person last week or what they said to me, and reliving it over and over again. I've had nightmares recently that I'm back at school and being bullied, and it's all the same people. So yeah, it's pretty rubbish having anxiety disorders. The dog is so cute. Look at it. Oh. Pretty rubbish having anxiety disorders. So I'm hoping when we have this party, I think it's tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. When we have this party, that I will be okay. I'm sure there'll be a few red-faced moments and a few cringeable moments where I will try and say something. Oh my god, my eyes! Try and say something and it will come out wrong, and then I'll just embarrass myself. I'm already feeling embarrassed about the thought of embarrassing myself. That is anxiety to a T. Sometimes just feeling anxious about being anxious is hello bird. Sometimes just being anxious about it being anxious is the worst. So yeah, I hope that has helped with anxiety disorders. Please check out my other videos on anxiety. And please share with me your experience of anxiety disorder. How do you manage it? How do you, what main ones, what main ones do you have to impact on your life, and how do they impact on your life? Please share with me, as always, what you are experiencing. And I'm going to put the sunglasses on to end because I can't stand those wrinkly eyes. But yeah, please take care of yourselves. I'm going to finish with the field behind. Please take care of yourselves, and yeah, let me know how you are getting on. Let me know your experience of anxiety. Please like and subscribe. Oh, and check me out on Instagram if you haven't already. It is gem_TLBP. So yeah, if you haven't already found me on Instagram, please do. I'm going to be doing a photo every day. It's going to be more about kind of my day-to-day life. And obviously you've got the vlog as well. So yeah, loads of stuff, and there's been more interviews. There's an interview coming up at the end of the month. This is going on too long now, about postnatal depression. So my lovely friend Sue is going to be in that, and yeah, I'm going to be filming that next week, ready to be uploaded at the last Sunday of February. Please take care of yourselves. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Love you guys. You are all awesome. Bye.